Hello, guys. So, today we're going to talk about a particular financial institution which is included in the financial institutions of India. So, following presentation is presented by Dhruv Chopra, Aisurya Ray, Gurmannat Kaur, Ajay, Edayattil, and Mankirat Singh. So, what are financial institutions? Financial institutions are institutions which provide monetary services. These are also otherwise known as banking institutions. So, these are primarily corporations that provide or act as intermediaries in the financial market. The financial institutions are divided into major categories. So, these can include central banks, retail banks, commercial banks, internet banks, investment banks, brokerage firms, insurance companies, and so on and so on. So today we're particularly going to present on an institution named the National Housing Bank of India.
Hello everybody, I am Gurmannat Kaur and I am going to explain National Housing Bank. National Housing Bank, a Government of India owned entity, was set up on 9 July 1988 under the National Housing Bank Act 1987. NHB is the apex financial institution for housing. NHB has been established with an objective to operate as a principal agency to promote housing financing institutions both at local and regional levels and to provide financial and other support incidental to such institutions and for matters connected therewith. It is a type of public banking and was found on 9 July 1988. It was founded 32 years ago in New Delhi, India. Its key people are Sarada Kumar Hota, which is its managing director. The main products that they sell are loans. The number of employees in the organization are almost 450 to 500, and the main website of NHB is www.nhb.org.in. Thank you. Now I'll pass over to Aisurya.
The Finance Act 2019 has amended the National Housing Bank Act 1987. The amendment confers the power of regulation of housing companies HFCs to the Reserve Bank of India. So now Mankirat will explain about the functions of the National Housing Bank.
The National Housing Bank has many functions. Some of them are to promote and develop specialized housing finance institutions for mobilizing resources and extending credit for housing. It provides refinance facilities to housing finance institutions and scheduled banks. It provides guarantee and underwriting facilities to housing finance institutions. It formulates schemes for mobilization of resources and extension of credit for housing, especially catering to the needs of economically weaker section of society. It provides guidelines to housing finance institutions to ensure their healthy growth. It coordinates the working of all agencies connected with housing. The National Housing Bank, which was founded 32 years ago, was finally sold by the central bank on 19th of March 2020. The Reserve Bank has exited the National Housing Bank and the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development by selling its entire stake to the government for rupees 1450 crores and 20 crores respectively, making them fully government owned.
Thank you so much, Mankirat, for giving us this information about RBI and NHB. Hello, everyone. My name is Dhruv Chopra, and I'll explain you the vision and mission of NHB, that is National Housing Bank. So, the vision and mission of NHB are very clear. Their vision is to promote inclusive expansion with a stability in housing finance market. So their vision is very clear that they have to promote the inclusive expansion in a stable manner, in the market of housing finance. Okay, and then their mission is to harness and promote the market potentials to serve the housing needs of all the segments of the population with the focus on low and moderate income housing. Again, it's very clear their mission is to serve housing needs of all the segments of the population. See, there are people from the poor segment, there are people from the middle class segment, there are people from the uh, like upper class segment, the rich people, but their mission of NHB is to serve housing needs of all segments of population. And the best part is that they have a focus on the low and moderate income housing. So it's a good thing that they have a focus on the lower class people as well, so that they cater to all their needs, all the housing needs. That's amazing. So in the previous slide, I explained you the vision and mission of National Housing Bank, which was very clear. And now I'll explain the practical uses of National Housing Bank. So it promotes a healthy, sound, viable, and cost-effective housing finance system to cater to all segments of the population and to integrate the housing finance system with the overall financial system. So, as I explained, the mission of National Housing Bank, which was very clear that they provide the housing needs to all the sectors, to all the segments of the population, which is really good thing. Then it promotes a network of dedicated housing finance institutions to adequately serve various regions and different income groups. Next practical use of National Housing Bank is that the dedicated housing finance institutions are promoted to adequately various regions. They don't just focus on one region, but they provide the services to various regions and to the people from different income groups. Then the third practical use is that it augments resources for the sector and channelize them for housing. Okay. Then the fourth practical use is that it makes housing credit more affordable. So this is a very good practical use of National Housing Bank, that they create a model in such a way in which they make housing credit a more affordable one. Then it regulates the activities of housing finance companies based on regulatory and supervisory authority derived under the act. So they regulate the activities of housing finance companies, and these activities, they are based on the regulation and under supervision authority, which is derived under the act of National Housing Bank. Then the National Housing Bank encourages augmentation of supply of buildable land and also building material for housing, and to upgrade the housing stock in the country. That's, and then it encourages public agencies to emerge as facilitators and suppliers of service land for housing. So this is again a very good practical use, that it promotes, it encourages the public agencies which are working to emerge as facilitators and suppliers. So they are trying to make public agencies the suppliers for the service land and for housing. So this was our presentation on one of the major financial institutions, which is National Housing Bank. I hope you've liked this presentation, and thank you so much for this patient hearing. I'll request you to like our video if you've really liked our presentation, and share it with your friends so that they also get this information about the financial institutions and the National Housing Bank, which is a major financial institution in India. I also request you to comment and let us know, give your feedback so that we may improve our skills and bring some good presentative videos to you. Do subscribe our channel and turn on the bell notification to get updates of our next videos. Thank you so much.